Alvic Show.
Welcome to the Alvic Show. Levy's Heritage won the 2012 JCDC Gospel Song Competition with the song One Touch. Recently, they won the Sterling Gospel Award as the best gospel group. Today, Ocean, O'Neill, and Ovando is on set with us. Ocean, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having
us. All right, and we're Mr. O'Neill and Ovando, the name I can't get right. All right, you know, I cannot imagine my brother and sister and I in a group singing. I mean, you know, I'm better singer anyhow. But, but how do you guys do it, Ocean?
I guess because we have grown together, naturally because we're siblings, in a household, and we're a close-knitted family. So having this God-given talent, it was basically inevitable for us to be doing this together. I mean, as siblings, we had our little fuss, you know, sibling rivalry.
Yeah.
But,
we have that a couple times.
Yeah, but our father always instilled in us that it is important to have a positive bond with each other, and so
teamwork.
Yes.
Right, O'Neill, you seem to remember the rivalry a lot.
Well,
what's that like? Trying to put a song together.
Well, easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a case where it's a one-sided decision. We all come together as big persons, you know, and diversity points together and then make it work. So it was easy.
Right, Ovando, who's the troublemaker? It's as if I'm asking the troublemaker. But who's the troublemaker?
Well, technically it would be me because I'm the eldest.
Yeah.
So, you know, when you have younger siblings, you always try to stir up emotions. Right. Because you want
emotions.
Yeah, because you really want, you're a big brother. So it's a generational thing. Yeah. You know, you want to allow them to know that you're there. So
right.
Yeah. So
you stir up the emotion.
Stir up the emotion.
Right. Who's the responsible one, Amoshin?
Who is the responsible one? It depends. It depends. In terms of getting us all together, arranging rehearsals, that would be down to, let me say, Ovando. O'Neill is a businessman, so he's responsible where that is concerned.
O'Neill, the check and balances.
Yes, he's that person. And when it comes on to studio work, then I guess that would be down to me in terms of getting the writing on point and getting the voices on point. So it depends, different aspects.
Right. Is it a lot of stress to prepare for an event?
Not really.
Again, no, we don't.
Yeah,
we don't believe that because, as Oshina said earlier, because of how we are grown, how we are raised, you know, it seems like second nature because it's like Oshin will have an idea, and then when she comes and tells us about it, you know, we catch on to it immediately because that chemistry that was built growing up. Because chemistry is not only built by just singing is because you go together, you enjoy each other's company. Those little things add to building the cohesiveness of all three of us. So when we started this thing and we wanted to go into music and we said, all right, well, let's start this immediately. Somebody comes with a musical arrangement, or then somebody comes with the right words, and then everything is put together, and so it created that magic, as some person would say.
Great. And as we talk about magic, take us to the experience back in 2012 with One Touch.
In 2012, well, it was the idea of our father, Minister Rubert Levy.
Big up.
Yes, to enter the JCDC Gospel Festival. He wrote the song and he brought it to us and said that I want you as my children to go forward and do it. Initially, I was the one who was a bit hesitant because during the time I was doing CXC, and so I was like, no, Dad, I'm a little busy right now. I can't take on a competition. But Daddy pressed and he persevered until we're there, and just going through the road shows, the different studio sessions, speaking with various media. It basically prepared us to go forward, and plus we have our father or our parents.
With the experience.
Yes.
But how tough is it though to balance school and a competition or even to produce an album?
we have been doing it all our lives.
Nice, yeah.
So it's just a day at a time. That's how we look at it.
How you remember one touch experience?
Amazing feeling. Like I was started a DJ, just learning how to DJ and stuff, and it was my first time, DJing on that big platform, and to see persons just love you, and after you finish, people just crying and shouting out for God and shouting out your name. It's just a humble and amazing feeling.
Let me hear your voices together on one touch.
All right. Yes, people. I just one touch a knee from Jesus, One touch. We're gonna. In the Bible, long time ago, there was a woman who sick to the bone. She get a touch and he heal a man. From that day, so the woman get strong. One touch.
So no matter if you're black or you're white, it no matter if you're fat or you're slim,
One touch.
you live a yard, you live off a ring. Open up your heart, make Jesus come in. So no matter if you're black or you're white, no matter if you're fat or you're slim, live a yard, you live off a ring. Open up your heart, make Jesus come in. One touch.
No matter if you're black or you're white, it no matter if you're fat or you're slim, you live a yard or you live off a ring. Open up your heart.
No, winning that competition 2012. You youngsters then,
Yes.
and you won a car.
Wow.
Yes.
No, that must feel good.
Yes.
Actually, I was humble. Like, to be honest, the year before, my father was on it. He was the guest artist for the show, and he was like, "Gospel, need a car too because the
Queen that they followed the year before. She they
for
one of the
festival
prize.
queen.
Yes,
Festival
won a
queen,
car.
Jamaica Festival Queen. They them said one of the prizes was a car.
So what usually occurs is that the other sections of the festival, whether pop or queen,
Yes.
or they always receive a car as part of their winnings.
Or
Gospel,
something substantial.
No.
No, so he was like, they need, but the following year, there was no car.
Oh.
And near to the final,
Final.
Yeah.
we heard that a car
The car
was
was
in.
added.
at 2012 Nissan
Nissan
Versa.
Versa.
There was to myself, I said, this is God.
Yes, must be, because we were well, Dad was driving a 91 Toyota Corolla. Everybody know about those cars, taxi cars. And we remember some instances where we were going to the country for some shows.
Yeah.
And it was raining and the roof of the car was leaking. And I mean, if we don't share these experiences with people,
They don't
they
understand
don't
it.
know and they don't understand what we go through, just even make it to their events. This was definitely God's doing. I mean, we don't have the car now, but we believe it was definitely God's doing, and it came right on time when we needed it.
Wow. All right, we take a break. When we come back, we talk more with Levy's Heritage about their experience on and off the stage.
Alric Show. Let it out. Alright then.
Welcome back to the Alric Show. Levy's Heritage is with us, Ocean O'Neill and Ovanda. Now, living at home, preparing for the big stage, how challenging is it to prepare?
We just know that we have a solid foundation, make sure that we know the set list, the number of songs that we're about to do and the minutes that we have, coordinate our dressing, sort out transportation for us and band members if it is a band show, and just go there, prep ourselves and get ready to give an awesome performance.
Right. Do you guys write most of your songs?
Yes, we do. Well, all our original songs are written by us.
Yeah.
And so, and that's another thing to be thankful
And
for.
actually played by
And
us.
played.
Yeah.
So the
Thanking
live
God
tracks.
for that. Yeah.
Yeah. How did you
Major.
develop that skill? You started playing it when?
I started in 2000 after the inspiration by a young man called Kemar Nelson. Bless you for the inspiration. From there, and then I got physical training from Edna Manley, the Edna Manley College of the Day. You have to stress them stuff nowadays.
You see, I see them laugh. I can see that you guys have this rivalry thing about schools, right? Right.
Yeah.
O'Neill, what do you play?
The drums.
The drums,
And
yeah.
that's why it's so easier for me, because he's very technical with chords and melodies, and then I'm fascinated with rhythmic patterns. So and groove. So he comes with the melody, I'm the groove, the technical part. So it was easy.
Yeah,
So it was
it's
easy.
Do you play any instruments?
My voice.
Your voice is the instrument.
Instrument.
Tambourine, if she want to play.
Yes, But my area is vocal arrangement. So if you hear that the harmony is on the track, that is where I come in, and the writing. So we believe as a group, and we believe that this is what other groups need to focus on. Finding the strengths in each person and not seeing it as a competition, because at the end of the day, it's not about you as the individual, it's about all three of you, or based on the numbers you have, it's about the unit and how it can go forward. So I think that is what groups struggle with.
And they don't last. They don't last at all. What outside of the music? What do you do as the hobby? Your hobby and.
Well, I'm the teacher of music at the Southborough Primary School.
Yeah.
I'm a lover of nature. Football, basketball, cricket, at least nowadays because of the disappointments my side has been doing, but I still love them anyway. For me, it's nature, music. Well, it's an obsession, so it was inevitable.
Right. For you?
Graphic designer.
Yeah.
I went to Heart Academy, big up Grammix, and I learned and fall in love with it, and now I'm working at a company called IOSIF.
Yeah.
Yeah, graphic designer, and I love football, like Arsenal.
Yeah. We might see you on Arsenal anytime soon. Are you working on it?
Yeah, working.
Right, Oshie, what do you do otherwise?
Alright, so I work in corporate planning at a government establishment.
Right.
I'm doing my master's in integrated marketing communications, big up all my classmates at the University of the West Indies. I'm a resident advisor on Irving Hall, so hi all my RAs and my students. And a lover of music, anything that deals with production, writing, I'm a part of it. I'm not the sports type, so I'm strong.
Can't run, can't play, no ball, no nothing.
Not even netball. So I just stick to what I know. I followed my dad's advice, stick to what you know.
And become a master of it, yeah?
Exactly. So that's what I did.
Do you think that you probably want to go solo at any time?
You know, we spoke about that recently, and not even a long time. We recently like said, what if we went solo? It's like I said to myself, I don't think I would be doing solo if it's not being with my siblings, my younger siblings. I think I would go into something where trying to educate the future generation how to sustain the good morals and values of good musicianship. So I'll be educating the future. So for me, if it's not with my siblings, it's educating the generation to come. So the longevity of musicianship and performances can continue.
Right.
So
O'Neill?
Yeah. If it was not music, it would be football. I'm a lover. Like, I wanted to be a football star until my father said, no, can't work. Stick to what you know, as she would say.
Yes.
And I love music, but if it wasn't for music, football, or being that I love music, I would do something in music, like a rehearsal studio or something like that, and I still want to do it in the future.
Have you ever thought about going secular?
No, we've been there, and it doesn't work for us. You don't feel at the right place.
You don't feel connected.
No,
you don't feel as if you're satisfying your soul.
No. Yeah. So I played reggae before, and I love reggae. I'm a fan of reggae. So I've been playing for reggae artists, and I saw them groove. I'm like, nah, that's not for me.
Soul satisfaction, Ocean. How important is that for individuals in attaining their purpose and stepping into their destiny? That soul satisfaction.
It's all down to your relationship with God. And if your soul is not connected, if you do not feel at peace, then your purpose cannot be fulfilled, because you need to have that sort of connection that when you are going a certain way that God doesn't want you to go, you have that ear open to say, okay, yes, God, I hear what you're saying. Something that O'Neill always says, in his presence there is fullness of joy. And it means that if you have lost your joy, then you're not in his presence. So you have to find yourself in his presence for him to lead you. And we're not saying being on this platform that we are perfect or we have it all together, because we don't.
No.
Yeah.
And we're telling you that it's okay to not have it all together, but at least make an effort to try.
And learn.
Each day say, okay, I messed up in this area, but God, I wanted to change how I go forward. And it's not going to be an overnight change, but if you just keep at his feet, keep praying, keep seeking, then you will get to where you want to. So take a little time, be imperfect, but have that desire to reach where you want to.
Right. There's another song that that is very popular, and we'd love for your voices to come together again.
All right, you ready?
All right, let's go.
2, 3.
After the sunshine comes the rain, after the gladness, grief and pain, but there will come a better day. After a while, we must keep pressing toward the goal, seeking the homeland of the soul. If we have joy that near decay, after a while, oh, after a while, after a while, glory is waiting over there. After a while, after a while, after a while,
just a little while, joy beyond compare. After a while,
hey.
After a while.
That was really good. Wow. That's it.
All right. You see, I could make the group. We take a break. When we come back, we talk more with Ocean, O'Neill, and Ovanda, the Leave His Heritage.
Show.
Welcome back to the show. There's a new album for the Leave His Heritage. Ocean, new album.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
what's the name of it?
Summoned, submitting to the call.
Why that name? Divine order.
Yes.
Divine order. That you have to go there and preach the word of God through music and let persons know that I am real, I'm here, I will bring you through because of the experience. Our experience will help somebody else to go through what
And
they're
transition.
going through.
Only for when people are in this kind of phase, right? It is important for them to stay committed.
Yes, to the call. Yes. And saying that committed, you have to, as Oshin said earlier, you have to have a relationship, because if you don't, you will just quit.
And you have to understand your purpose.
Yes, your purpose. And a lot of persons block the purpose. Because a lot of times persons, yes, a lot of persons said, no, can't stop purpose, can't stop your purpose. Yeah, something can, you can. So you have to be focused and keep your eye on the prize and keep in the presence of God, and then you try to transition. I will segue into your purpose and become what God has called you to do.
Right. How do you now feel in this moment, in this present time?
Well, I'm elated. I'm filled with joy. We began this album in 2014. That's how far this is coming from. When we released our first track for the album, Spiritual Shout, and some other tracks. And we believe that it was the time. So 2014, 15, 16, we've been saying that there's an album coming, but it just wasn't the right time. And our timing isn't necessarily a spiritual thing, but the individuals in this secular environment will tell you how important it is to have proper timing when you're releasing a track or releasing an album. It's very important.
Wow, we've got the power.
You guys, you tour the US.
Yes, we did.
And you have been doing your performances and doing pretty well.
Yes, thank you.
And it's not only the outside, the areas like such as prison ministry, because we do that. We go into the juvenile institutions and encourage the youths to make the lives their life. The schools, hospitals, and so.
But there's no way you could give up Ovando because there are so many people who are depending on your ministry.
Yes.
That's why it's imperative. That's it. You stick to God and stick to what you know, because if you don't, you might lead astray, because we go through a lot of things, but that still can, the situations that we were in, still can tell us like, stop, just done. We've been in situations like let us feel so bad. We say, alright, we're done, you know.
How tough can this be where you guys might probably want out? Have you ever been at a time where you really need to just, I mean, you'd have spoken about a downtime, but like overall, like this is just too much, and it's a lot of people are depending on me, and I don't know how to deal with this.
The music business is not easy. Pair that with Christianity, it makes it double hard.
Triple, sorry. Triple. No, that's it's rough. Because
it's really rough. And so you have to remain grounded and always remember your roots. Remember why you are doing this.
Right.
Many times we feel like to quit, but remember that our father used to wake us up at sometimes 5 a.m.
in the morning
and make a catwalk on the veranda and say, come out and sing. We are hardly awake, but we're up doing it.
Rehearse.
And so that is where our passion started from. And so we have to remember that. We have to remember all the younger individuals who are looking up to us.
Because you guys you do mentor other groups.
Yes, we do. And so we have to remember those persons, and that is what drives us and push us forward to say it is not about us. And sometimes we have to get out of our head as individuals that it's not about you. It's about the work you have to do, and it's about driving passion and inspiring other people, because the world needs inspiration. The world needs light. So who is going to be the light? You have to be the light. There are so many negative activities occurring. You have to step forward and be the change.
Wow. No, I wonder, tell me a little bit about Mommy Sharon, because we've heard about Rubert, but usually I know the mothers are really there to hold everybody together.
You said it right. See, that lady, that queen, that woman of God,
Yes.
she has been a tower of strength for us as brothers and sisters, and for my father. She's our biggest fan, our biggest supporter, always inquiring about what we are doing, where we're going in life. So Mommy is Sharon Levy,
Yes.
is the backbone, one of the backbone for Levy, the prayer warrior, storming in the early wee hours of the morning, fighting for us to make it in and to live, and always encouraging, praying and quarreling and arguing and say, oh, pull up your socks, and that woman, and we look a beat in them time when they so she has been that support system for us, and we are honored to call her Mommy.
Love you, Mom. Love you.
Right. I'm most proud of this group, because I've seen so many groups that they have come and they're gone, you know. And for you guys to stick together, whether you're brothers and sisters, or brothers and sister, right? It still means a lot. You know, not you know, a lot to me as well. That because I have a team as well, you know, and we are a family.
Yes.
And outside of you being brothers and sister, it's a teamwork as well. So I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased about your new album. I'm very pleased about you guys sticking it through. Yeah, man, thank you so very much.
It's a pleasure.
All right, so we want to thank Levy's Heritage for sharing with us. And remember, one day, things must get better. The Alric Show will be back next week.